Last but not least, we're gonna talk about Gucci Mane. Guwap got $1 million to sign his next artist to his label. He got a
Don't do it.
million for his next male artist. He has a
Don't
million
do it.
dollars for his next female artist.
Don't do it.
Mr. Was Gucci one of the first people to do the veneers thing? Was anybody doing that before Gucci? I feel like he was one of the first guys
I think he's
to
he's
go the
he's up
veneer
there.
route.
He's up there. He's up there.
Yeah, like I feel like he's one of the first guys to go the veneer route. Like his mouth looks like the mouth of a horse. Uh, but yeah, man, Gucci is ready to sign his next talent, the next superstar, and he got $1 million ready. So this says Gucci Mane looking to make budding superstars instant millionaires with new label. Gucci Mane has launched yet another new label and is ready to make his first signees millionaires overnight. The rap mogul posted a video on Instagram on Thursday announcing his new imprint, So Icy Millionaires, while also flexing $2 million in cash that he's offering to the first artists who sign on the dotted line. So I'm not even going to read the quotes because I'm going to end up playing the video. So though the seven-figure offer is tantalizing, Gucci Mane's labels have been plagued by issues in the past, leading to claims that his signees are cursed. So let's just play this. Let's play the video here.
Tell me where you got the Trump girl right here. All these $100,000 a pop. So look, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 900,000. That's 1 million right there. That's what I'm willing to invest in my next superstar because I'm starting a whole new label, fresh. So Icy Millionaires. So who want to join my new label because I'm looking for my next male superstar? Babe, where you at with the count? How much you got over here?
So far, I got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 8, 9, a million. I got a million plus I got some extras that I'm still counting up for the female artists.
So I got $1 million for my next female superstar. I got $1 million for my next male superstar. Who want to join the So Icy Millionaires? Hit my DM right now. Happy 4th of July.
Fuck y'all haters. Ow.
No.
Yeah. It goes on to say a number of 1017 artists, past and present, have seen jail time in recent years, including Pooh Shiesty, Fujiano, Hoodrich, Paolo, Juan, and Matt Critter. Others have tragically died, most notably former signee Enchanting, who passed away age 26 earlier this year due to a drug overdose. Joe Budden is among those who have taken notice of the trend and called Gucci's A&R skills into question during an episode of his self-titled podcast last year. Who people are signing, how people are signing them, and why people are signing them needs to be under thorough examination, I think, from all parties involved in the music business. The same thing has happened in rap in the last decade, where we have never seen this many people die. We have never seen this many shootings, stabbings, click beef, arrests, Ricos. I have never seen it in hip hop. That conversation runs concurrent with, for me and the rest of the musicians, the death of the A&R, the death of musicianship. Those are together for me, he continued. So when I say Gucci Mane's scouting needs to be under examination, it's because this is now what, 8, 9, 10? I don't know. A whole roster that is just suffering from the different strokes curse. And I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. Gucci hit back at the criticism by saying, I think that's unfair for him to say that, but I guess he's entitled to his opinion. But to me, who else gonna give them a chance? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to sign the guys who don't need no help. I'm signing the guys who don't nobody want to sign. Who's saying like, oh, you got a criminal record? Who gonna stay? We gonna stay away from you. Them the guys I'm giving a chance. So there you have it. Gucci Mane got $1 million lined up. 1 million. Well, he has $2 million lined up. 1 million for his next female star. 1 million for his next male star. What do you think of Gucci Mane's approach here, trying to sign the next superstars to So Icy Millionaires?
I think it'll work. Unfortunately, somebody's going to take the bait. There's no different than setting up a bear trap in the forest. The only thing you got to do is just set up an Instagram post with $1 million cash. And you're going to find any type of rapper willing to sell himself out trying to get that $1 million. So I'm pretty sure people hit his DMs up, say Guwap gonna sign me, y'all. Hey man, what about Big Scar? Ah, hey man, what about what's the I forgot the name of that girl that just passed. Hey, you know, and Pooh Shiesty. I mean, Pooh Shiesty was a cash cow, man. But they got this guy crashing out and going to jail doing time. And those guys were talented, man. Especially Big Scar. Big Scar was a talented guy. And these guys are passing away. And gals. And I agree with Joe Button there. I feel like there should be an investigation on this. There's a lot of bodies turning up here. And they all happen to be rappers. For some of these people, they're all signed to the same label. So at this point, man, Gucci, I don't know what happened when he got out of prison this last time. He came back a new man in more ways than one. And now what he's, I don't know what kind of rink he's running now, but, he's signing people and people are, unalived. And I've heard all kinds of things, shenanigans and stuff where these labels, they take out insurance policies on these people and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of rigmarole going on. And, and label get paid if these guys get unalived, by the insurance company. They had a policy out on them. So, they die from street beefs and other things or whatever, but these overdoses are sketchy and there's a lot of other stuff about it that just don't feel right. So, unfortunately, somebody's going to DM Gucci, female and male. They're going to try to want to be on a roster and think they bigger and better than whatever they got going on over there. But to me, this is way too many situations. There's way too many eggs in this one basket, I would say. To me, it's a little too coincidental. I don't want to say it's a curse outside of the fact that it just seems highly coincidental. So I wouldn't want to correlate myself with such high correlation. So I would avoid Gucci and I would not sign with this man. As tempting as $1 million may sound. But what are your thoughts, sir, on Sir Gucci offering $1 million for a female and a male, $2 million for two artists? You think they should do so?
Yes, I do. Because what other options do they have? But that's the point, is why those are the only options that they have. And let's not forget Orange Juice Man, OJ the Juice Man. I don't think he was ever signed outright to Gucci, but he was associated with him. And he got arrested for drug trafficking and gun charges just this year. So whether it's in direct relation to Gucci or not, there just seems to be a lot of flim flam. Yeah, taking place within Gucci Mane's universe, within his cipher. Yeah, he should. If an individual has the opportunity to become an instant millionaire, they should take advantage of it. And whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. I'm not here. I'm not here to be judge, jury, and executioner on what's going to happen. It is what it is, because he basically said that's the kind of person that he's looking for. He wants to sign people who literally have no other option. And if you have no other option, what do you have to lose? So from that standpoint, go for it. My only thought on this particular thing is, one of these days, I just want to see one of these rappers. I want to see one of these rappers have $1 million to open up a tech school in their community or something like that. Whether that'll ever happen or not, I'm not sure. But one of these days, I just want to see something like that. I'm pretty sure not everybody in Gucci Mane's neighborhood that he came from is doing all of that stuff, is trying to be a rapper, or is in the streets banging or doing whatever. I'm pretty sure you got kids in those neighborhoods who are trying to get out of there, and they don't want to resort to those means in order to do so. But for whatever reason, they kind of get sucked into that web of deceit because they have no other choice. And, somebody in his position who apparently has the financial means to do so, one of these days, I just like to see them diversify themselves and go a different path. Okay, it's cool. You want to give $1 million to a rapper. That's a dime a dozen. these people either more than likely they're going to flame out because that's what happens to most of them. Statistically, they don't have a lasting career in the hip hop industry, and most of them go back to doing what they was doing before they signed to you in the first place. And what good is that? I caution anybody to explain to me what purpose that served other than to make another person from the streets an overnight millionaire for them to blow their money just as fast as they got it. I don't know what good that serves anybody in the community. But at some point, I would like for one of these guys to like do something a little more like tangible. You know what I'm saying? Like figure out a way to position these kids to have them position themselves to be future proof. Like when these rappers that you're signing flame out, what do they have to fall back on? Nothing. So they go back to the streets, which is going to end up putting them in the slavery systems, in the prison complexes, so on and so forth. Like, why not create a tech school in your neighborhood or in your community? Put these kids in your neighborhood in these tech schools, have them learn how to create AI programs, so on and so forth. I know I'm kind of being sort of, you know, um, pie in the sky, rainbows and unicorns, perfect utopian society here. But one of these days, one of these guys got to do something different. One of them. Maybe it's Gucci, maybe it's somebody else. But do something like that. Like position these kids so that they can do something different, so that they don't have to be funneled into the slavery systems, so that they can have a skill that the world needs. Therefore, you're adding to their overall value. And they can't be discarded because the world doesn't see them as viable or useful because they don't have the skills that the world needs in order to keep pushing forward. Like after this rap stuff is over, they're going to get bammed up on charges. They're going to get pulled over. They're going to get caught up on something. Something's going to happen to them. Career over. And then what happens? They go back to the streets, perpetuating the same notions that they've been perpetuating for decades. Like, what good does that serve? So my whole thing is, hey, Gucci, do that. I'm fine with that. Go ahead and give $1 million to your next rapper. But also do this too. Like, do both. And I'm saying Gucci, but I'm speaking more in a broader sense of I just wish one of these guys would do something like that. I have not heard of any of these rappers doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get something like that going on. Like, you got people like Diddy Puff who starts schools, but then gets enthralled in controversy. That doesn't help the community. You got people like LeBron who starts school, but he's the king of narcissism. I don't think that helps the community either. So one of these days, I just want one of these people to do something tangible in that regard. Like build community centers, build tech schools, build a startup hub. You don't even got to build it in the hood where it may get destroyed or crumbled. Remember when we was talking about Jeezy? Jeezy tried to get into the restaurant business and he got out because his fan base followed him and they ruined it. So he got out and Jeezy just stuck to doing his real estate thing. I think that that's unfortunate that that takes place, but you got to start somewhere. So, let one of these rappers go into a different neighborhood, go into a middle class neighborhood, or upper class neighborhood, do whatever you got to do so that, the entity that you establish doesn't get ran into the ground. But start something like that caters to your own community so that we're not just sitting around here relegating it to these rappers.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I hope, somebody does it, but I don't expect much from these. I know you was using Gucci as a proxy, but I don't think any of these minstrel rappers will do such a thing. And their whole objective is to walk around with that prop money and act like they got it all. But these guys are broke, man. And this is Gucci putting up $1 million to get $4 million on the back end. From putting them in some type of weird 360 deal.
Yeah.
And so,
right.
this is his investment money up front. So he can make sure he got money on the back end. So that's the part about this that I don't respect. From these rappers signing people, because basically they just become the record label themselves, just
Yeah,
exploiters.
they become their own slumlord. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Correct. And it's basically like, hey, the slave got a slave now.
Yeah.
And and it's like, hey, that's not cool either. So, but the crazy part is that people that go to Gucci's plantation don't come back. So that's why it's like, hey, at least there's other places y'all could go. Just don't go to Gucci's on, because I don't know what happened this clone Gucci, man. I can't get with this guy. So bring back old Gucci, man. I still got old Gucci in the playlist, man. I can't get with this new guy. I don't know who this new guy is. And I felt like old Gucci would have never done these things. What things allegedly, I don't know, but it's a little shady. But hey man, best of luck to anybody that decided to sign with this guy. And that's kind of crappy if you already signed to him and he say, yeah, I basically signed to people nobody want. Everybody, y'all just the bottom of the barrel. But hey man, be that as it may, man, best of luck to anybody that do decide to sign. But I will tell them no. Stay away. Run for the hills, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good luck to all these people out there, man. I want one of these artists to do something tangible like that. Like, position these kids to learn a skill that the world needs so that they have actual value. Because as much money as these rappers make, the world does not place a very high valuation on these rappers. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I know pop culture does, but the world and the powers that be does not place a high valuation on rappers. So yeah, you'll be able to get your money, and if you can sustain it and make other investments, good for you. But otherwise, you're going to come out on the back end with not a very high valuation attached to yourself. And where does that leave you? So good luck, man. Good luck with all of that stuff. But on that note, we are going to go ahead and close out tonight's stream. Another good week, another great set of topics. Check us out, Conscious Approach on YouTube. JV Wins, Dogon SS. We do this each and every day, each and every week. We appreciate everybody who's been hitting that subscribe button, man. We are doing some crazy good things in terms of the subscribership on the YouTube front. So we certainly appreciate that. We don't boost this with ads. We don't pay for anything. We do this for fun. So anybody who's hitting that button, you're doing it because you genuinely appreciate the content. And we appreciate you for that. Check out Conscious Approach on Instagram at Con Approach, CONAPPROACH. I'm on Instagram as well at JVWins, JVWINS. We will soon be available wherever you get your podcast fix. But until then, please think for yourself and enjoy life out there. Have at it, man, but we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah. And the name is Dogon SS. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube and TikTok at Dogon_SS over there as well. And as I say on every part, guys, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until the next time, my peoples, we'll catch y'all on the flip side.
That's right. That is right. Until next time, people, we are out. Thank you for joining the tribe. Thank you for joining the community. We will see you next time. Peace.
Go Canes. Go Canes. Peace. Playoff.
And good riddance to Caleb Martin. That's addition by subtraction.
Hater. Hey, where did he go? Philly or something?